Hey guys, it's your girl Jo here, back at you with another video. Those of you guys who are newly subscribed, thank you so much. My name is Jo, and this is a channel where we have open discussions through books and film, and sometimes I do lifestyle, beauty, traveling themed videos. But for today, I kind of just wanted to do a quick discussion video with you guys talking about diversity on BookTube. Now, I've been seeing these videos going around a lot, and I first started with Francina Simone, and actually that is how I met her. She's absolutely amazing. If any of you guys have never heard of Francina Simone or whatever, I will definitely leave a link to her diversity video down below because she is definitely someone to check out. You know, she's kind of what got me interested in this whole discussion. And basically, for those of you guys maybe who have not been watching diversity videos, it's more about booktubers of color kind of coming out and saying basically that BookTube needs more diversity and needs to be more open, or that there needs to be more people of color on BookTube that are becoming just as big as the other booktubers. Now, a lot of you guys have seen that I've been making a lot of videos talking about the mainstream BookTube, but at the end of the day, that is what tends to take center stage. It's not because I'm being overly critical or because I'm trying to get attention. It is because that tends to be where most of the attention is. And I completely understand where they're coming from, because when you look at the mainstream of BookTube, you barely really see those people of color, meaning people that look like me or maybe even a little lighter or even darker than me, getting the attention that they need. I will say this, that definitely comes from a certain physical hierarchy kind of thing. It's no surprise that most of, you know, what is deemed beautiful tends to be white, tends to be Hellenic. And so it's really just recently where we see more diversity in terms of beauty, which is a great thing. But another thing too is that there are still a lot of stigmas. And I do see what all booktubers that are black like me saying the same thing. They see that if they maybe looked differently, that they would have more attraction to their channel. And I understand, and I can definitely see that, and I think that that is definitely a topic that we can talk about in the future. But what I think about these videos in particular is I'm kind of in question of what it is exactly we're asking, because when I see a video, we want more diversity, we want more representation in our books, we want to see more people that look like me and more people that, you know, act like me and sound like me, or whatever the fact is. It's just that where that's coming from, I don't exactly know where people are asking, because at the end of the day, when you take a look at BookTube, BookTube is already very diverse. There are so many different people from all different parts of the world, from different backgrounds and different racial identities, coming together and talking about books, and there's just so many of us. I mean, I don't really know where we're going about in terms of diversity. Are we really asking our favorite authors or our favorite booktubers to talk about books maybe that reflects diversity? Or should we be asking an even deeper question? Like that's something that I really don't understand about this diversity conversation, because there are so many different books out there. There are so many different people bringing something different to the table. I have friends on BookTube that I've met that talk about so many different kind of books that are far from the popular YA, and they are very highly intellectual individuals, and that's something that I think when you watch them, you can take something from. Like, when I watch Matthew, for instance, he's absolutely amazing. He is this theater actor, I believe, living in New York, and he reviews books with such depth and so much human sensitivity that's quite amazing. Or my friend Francina Simone, like I mentioned before, who is so humble and so honest, and she's not afraid to say what it crosses her mind, even if it might upset certain people. She really doesn't care. Or Claire reads books, who revels in her love of nonfiction books, that actually she got me interested in reading more nonfiction books and made me even stretch my palette a little bit in terms of what I want to read. When I talk about diversity, I see not really the identity of the person who's talking, but I see what it is that they're coming from. What perspective are they bringing to BookTube? Are they bringing attention to maybe books that maybe cover a certain issue or certain culture? Or are they talking about maybe a different way of looking at things, maybe from a conservative point of view or liberal point of view? Are they talking about maybe something completely outside that spectrum? When I'm talking about diversity, I would love to see more attention given to people that bring something very different, because I think when you're looking at BookTube, we always start off with the general case, which is YA, because that is what BookTube is based off of, and that's great. And even people that talk about YA, Francina Simone does review YA because she's a YA author. The way that she approaches talking about YA is very, very interesting, and even makes you want to read certain books. So it's not even just about the books themselves, it's about the kind of people that are reading this and what is their feedback, what are they getting from these books. That's why we created BookTube. That's why we all love it. And so my question to you guys is, what exactly are we asking for? Are we asking for our favorite booktubers to cater to our own interest? Or are we turning our backs on people that have been here, that are already here, that already has those perspectives that you're asking for? If you really want more diversity, look away from the booktubers that you're comfortable with. Look away from, you know, maybe books that you're comfortable in reading, that you can snuggle with. Look outside your depth, read plays, listen to audiobooks of maybe people that are talking about memoirs or fiction maybe that comes from a whole different culture than your own. It's just, there's just so many different things out there already that I don't really understand what we're bringing to the table when we talk about diversity. Because to me, literature is diverse. There are so many different books out there, and there's so many different writers out there, and those writers, no matter if they're white, black, Hispanic, Chinese, doesn't matter to me. Each of them brings something different and entices me to write. It entices me to just it enriches me as a reader, and that's something that I think we can all learn from all of these booktubers. So all those booktubers that I recommended before, I will leave them down in the description box for you guys to check them out. Let me know down below what you guys think about them. I'm really, really interested to hear your feedback, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope that we become more open-minded as watchers, as engagers, and yeah, let's just keep this conversation going. I think it's very, very interesting. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the comments. Bye.